Welcome to Live Interactive English. Hello, everybody. I am Shane.
And I'm Karen. Today we are looking at part 2 of The Beauty of Florence.
It is quite beautiful. Even though I had a bad experience while I was there, I can still appreciate the beauty.
And there's so much art and history, right? When you visit Florence, that's what people usually see.
Well, you know, like what stands out to me the most is that I got robbed. Okay, but besides that, number 2 of good things that happened to me, so right at the top of the good things list is being able to see the statue of David in real life.
Okay, because it's very iconic, right?
Super iconic. It's so famous and just like really just like that's the real thing. Like,
that's true.
You know what I mean? Like it blows you away when you see something that's like that old and it's like right there in your face. It's so cool.
And you can see it in person, right? Yeah. Well, I have never been to Florence before.
Do you know anything about it?
But I did do a little bit of research because it does sound like an interesting place.
Yes.
So did you know that Florence is actually the birthplace of the piano?
Really?
Did you know that?
I had no idea. Amazing.
And then there are actually quite a few, famous people who are from Florence. For example, Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh, okay, of course, yes, right. Very famous.
How about you? Do you know some interesting facts about this place? Gucci!
I was about to say, are you a fan of fashion?
Yes, I am.
And I guess you are because you knew that Gucci was from there. I mean, I don't own any Gucci apparel or any bags or anything because I'm too poor. But I do know that Gucci is from Florence.
That is right. And I remember it has a really cute nickname. The nickname of Florence is the City of Lilies.
Oh, so they must have lots of lilies there.
It's really, really cute.
All right, well, let's continue learning about the beauty of Florence.
All right.
Perhaps the thing that Florence is most famous for is its art. A must-see is the Uffizi Gallery, where you can find such masterpieces as Botticelli's Birth of Venus and Caravaggio's Sacrifice of Isaac. Similarly, no trip to Florence would be complete without stopping off at the Galleria dell'Accademia to see Michelangelo's statue, David, possibly the most iconic symbol of the Renaissance. Florence is also home to many beautiful historic buildings, including the Palazzo Vecchio, with its impressive halls and courtyards, and the Palazzo Pitti, once home to the Medici family. The Duomo, one of Italy's largest churches, is also well worth a visit. Climb its 463 steps to the top, and you will be rewarded with excellent views across the city.
Alrighty, so part 2, the beauty of Florence.
Let's dive into it.
Let's dive in.
Perhaps the thing that Florence is most famous for is its art. A must-see is the Uffizi Gallery, where you can find such masterpieces as Botticelli's Birth of Venus and Caravaggio's Sacrifice of Isaac.
I've been there and they are amazing to see in person.
Really? Okay,
Come on,
I'm
the
an
birth
art
of
lover.
Venus, the birth of Venus coming out of the shell and like the clam shell. Like that thing is so iconic and like you really get to see it in person. You're just like, I've been seeing this in books and like all over, like everywhere, but to see it in person, you just feel like,
Especially for art lovers too, right?
Absolutely. Okay, we have a vocabulary word, masterpiece. A masterpiece is an extremely good painting, novel, film, or any other work of art.
That's right. And we're looking at this word here, gallery, and that is a noun. A gallery is a privately owned building or room where people can look at and buy works of art. You can go there to enjoy art. So for example, the gallery contained some of the most famous works of art, in the world.
We also have another vocabulary word, sacrifice. Sacrifice is a noun. It's the act of offering something to a god, especially an animal that has been killed in a special way. But you could also sacrifice somebody, you know, like sometimes in the Bible, people have sacrificed people for like human beings. So for example, many ancient religions made animal sacrifices to the gods. Okay, so continuing with the reading. Similarly, no trip to Florence would be complete without stopping off at the Galleria dell'Accademia to see Michelangelo's statue, David.
That's the one you were talking about, right? The very iconic statue.
Possibly the most iconic symbol of the Renaissance. So the Renaissance period, you know, is a period of art and science and everything. It means rebirth. So at this time, it was a very, very famous time for art, and one of the most iconic symbols is the statue of David.
That is right. And we have been using this word iconic very, very often. So when you describe something as iconic or someone as iconic, it just means very famous or very popular, especially being considered to represent particular opinions or a particular time.
Right.
So Florence is also home to many beautiful historic buildings. So like you said, the beautiful architectures, right?
Right.
Including the Palazzo Vecchio with its impressive halls and courtyards. And the Palazzo Pitti, once home to the Medici family.
The Duomo, one of Italy's largest churches, is also well worth a visit. Climb its 463 steps to the top and you will be rewarded with excellent views across the city.
Have you been there?
I have, and yes, they were excellent views. I'm going to be quite honest. I don't really remember the views, but I do remember going there.
Because it's one of the most famous landmarks, right?
Yeah, I just remember feeling impressed pretty much the whole time I was in Florence, whether it was good impressions or bad impressions. But it was a very impressive place, I mean, especially in terms of art.
That's true. Okay, and we're also looking at this word here, courtyard. So it just means an open space that is partly or completely surrounded by buildings and is usually part of a castle, a large house, etc. For example, her bedroom overlooked the courtyard.
Okay. So what does it mean to be rewarded? So to reward somebody just means that you are given a reward. You are given something for something that you have done or accomplished. So like in this example, you get rewarded with a beautiful view of the city, right? An example would be, Brett was rewarded with his favorite meal after getting an A on his math test.
Because he worked so hard, maybe he studied so hard or for a very long period of time. He did really well, so he was rewarded.
Right, and if you keep studying English and you keep watching us, you will be rewarded with the gift of excellent English.
Exactly.
Why don't we take a short break and we'll be back in a moment.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们在第一天的课文简单介绍了佛罗伦斯的历史，今天要来看看有哪些必去景点，还有必吃美食。佛罗伦斯以艺术闻名，那么课文第一个推荐的景点就是乌菲兹美术馆。你在那边可以找到波提切利的《维纳斯的诞生》，还有卡拉瓦乔的《以撒的献祭》等等的大师名作。课文也推荐我们一定要去学院美术馆来观赏米开朗基罗的大卫雕像，这可能是文艺复兴时期最具有代表性的象征了。我们来看单字 gallery。gallery 是指艺廊、展览馆或者是陈列室。sacrifice 它表示献祭或是祭品，也有牺牲的意思。那补充单字 masterpiece 表示杰作，或者是指这种作家、艺术家等等他们的代表作品。再来 iconic， 它是形容词，形容有代表性的，非常出名的。佛罗伦斯有许多美丽的历史建筑，像是比提宫，它曾经是麦地奇家族的住所，还有圣母百花圣殿，它是意大利最大的教堂之一。那爬上463阶到达顶端，你就可以欣赏到整个城市的美景，算是作为你辛苦爬这么多阶梯的回报了。我们来看单字 reward。它是动词，表示奖赏、酬谢。Be rewarded with 加上名词，就可以表达得到什么作为回报，获得什么什么的奖赏。好，这边一个重点，我们进入文法时间。这边我们来学习 no 什么什么 is complete without 名词或动名词，表示没有什么什么就不完整，一定要有什么什么才行。那这个句型用到了2个否定词 no 和 without 来强调肯定，表达一定要有什么才行。我们也可以把它写作主词加上 be 动词加上 not 或是 never complete without 名词或动名词。举例来说，No birthday cake is complete without candles. 也可以说 A birthday cake is not complete without candles. 生日蛋糕一定要有蜡烛才行。接回到课文中。
Visitors with an appetite should head to one of Florence's many food markets, where you can find everything from seafood to sandwiches. Those who are feeling daring may want to try lampredotto, a local dish of cow stomach served in a bun. Florence's incredible art and amazing history draw people from all around the world. Walking through its streets feels like stepping back in time and journeying into the heart of European civilization.
Welcome back, everybody. So before the break, we were just finding out that, really, when you go to Florence, it's pretty much all about the art. It's all about the architecture. You can go and see things like Botticelli's Birth of Venus. You can go see the statue of David in real life. You can go to many famous courtyards and just enjoy the beauty of the architecture. You can go to the Duomo and, just be in one of the most famous churches. And there's just so much to offer.
There's a lot of things that you can do.
Yeah, but besides looking at stuff, what else can we do?
Okay, well, let's learn more about Florence. Visitors with an appetite should head to one of Florence's many food markets, where you can find everything from seafood to sandwiches. Ooh.
While I was there, I didn't have any seafood or sandwiches.
You didn't?
No, I ended up eating pizza and pasta dishes.
And they're probably really, really good.
They were pretty good. I was a little bit disappointed because it was pretty expensive. I remember thinking I should be blown away, but I think I chose places that were really on a budget.
Okay.
Because I was a backpacker. I didn't have a lot of money while I was there, so I didn't go to any fancy restaurants. So the food that I ate, I felt was mediocre.
Really? But if you went to a fancier restaurant,
right.
Maybe you would think differently.
If I had money to spend, either I was eating inside the supermarket or I was eating at a very cheap restaurant.
Yeah, because I think Florence, although it is really, really beautiful, but I think it's still really expensive.
It's pricey if you want to get things done right.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so you can enjoy the seafood to sandwiches. Those who are feeling daring may want to try lampredotto, a local dish of cow stomach served in a bun. Actually, that sounds pretty cool.
Disgusting.
You're a vegetarian, so you would
I
probably
don't
not
think it's
like
even
it.
if I were not a vegetarian, I do not want to eat cow stomach in a bun.
Well,
That does not sound appetizing. I'm sorry.
I think it's okay.
I'm sorry. Maybe it is the vegetarian in me.
I am daring enough to try.
Okay. See? You use the word
stomach.
You use the word daring. All right. So, continuing. Florence's incredible art and amazing history draw people from all around the world.
Draw people from all around the world, meaning to attract
Right,
people,
to bring
right?
people in. We have a vocabulary word, incredible, which is an adjective meaning impossible or very difficult to believe. So for example, Paul's basketball skills are incredible. You have to see him play.
Okay, well, let's continue. Walking through its streets feels like stepping back in time and journeying into the heart of European civilization. So we're looking at this word here, civilization, and that is a noun. A civilization is a group of people with their own languages and way of life. So for example, Carissa is interested in ancient civilizations like Greece and Egypt.
All right. We have a question here, like what do you think? If you had an afternoon in Florence, how would you spend it?
Well, there's just so much to see and do, but I would probably visit Duomo.
Okay.
And I would also go to Uffizi Gallery because I am an art lover. And I would definitely end my day enjoying some delicious food. Maybe Lampredato.
Okay, yeah, if I were going back to Florence, I think I would do more people watching because I was so busy while I was there. I would not eat Lampredato. Well, that's all the time we have for Florence. Hopefully you enjoyed this trip to Florence as much as we did, and we will see you next time.
See you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
看完景点，当然要来品尝当地美食咯。课文建议可以前往佛罗伦斯的众多食品市场之一，在那边你可以找到各种食物，从海鲜到三明治都有。那些胆子大的人可能会想要尝试一种叫做 Lampredato， 一种用小圆面包夹着牛肚的当地菜肴。那么Shane老师聊到以前他当背包客在游欧洲的时候，因为预算有限，吃的都是很普通的食物。老师这时候用到 mediocre 这个形容词 ，M-E-D-I-O-C-R-E， 那这个字是形容普通的或是平庸的。课文最后写到，佛罗伦斯的绝美艺术和精彩历史吸引来自世界各地的人。当你漫步在它的街道上，感觉就像回到过去，又进入了欧洲文明的中心。好，单字 incredible， 它是形容词，形容极好的、难以置信的。Civilization 则是指文明社会。那这边有两个重点，我们要进入文法时间。好，我们来看第一个重点是 those who 加动词的用法。Those 在这边当代名词是指那些人，那么 who 引导了形容词子句来修饰 those， 表达那些怎么样的人。那么 those who 加动词用这部分来当主词的话，要搭配复数动词哦。例如Those who exercise regularly are more likely to sleep better. 那些规律运动的人比较有可能睡得更好。那么这时候我们句中用到了复数动词 are。第二个重点是 feel 当连缀动词，它可以指感到、觉得，或者是事物它感觉起来怎么样，摸起来怎么样。那以下介绍几种常见的句型。第一个句型是 feel 加形容词，例如 The fabric feels soft. 这布料摸起来很柔软。第二个句型是 feel like 加上名词或动名词，例如 He feels like the happiest person in the world. 他觉得自己像是全世界最快乐的人了。第三个句型是 feel as if 或是 as though 再加主词加动词，例如 It feels as though something bad is about to happen. 感觉好像有不好的事要发生了。好，那以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Perhaps the thing that Florence is most famous for is its art. A must-see is the Uffizi Gallery, where you can find such masterpieces as Botticelli's Birth of Venus and Caravaggio's Sacrifice of Isaac. Similarly, no trip to Florence would be complete without stopping off at the Galleria dell'Accademia to see Michelangelo's statue, David, possibly the most iconic symbol of the Renaissance. Florence is also home to many beautiful historic buildings, including the Palazzo Vecchio, with its impressive halls and courtyards, and the Palazzo Pitti, once home to the Medici family. The Duomo, one of Italy's largest churches, is also well worth a visit. Climb its 463 steps to the top, and you will be rewarded with excellent views across the city. Visitors with an appetite should head to one of Florence's many food markets, where you can find everything from seafood to sandwiches. Those who are feeling daring may want to try lampredotto, a local dish of cow stomach served in a bun. Florence's incredible art and amazing history draw people from all around the world. Walking through its streets feels like stepping back in time and journeying into the heart of European civilization.
Hey, 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 it's KiWi on the street. I'm Kiki.
And I'm Winnie.
And today we are going to work on some translations.
Hi.
That's not very nice. Usually, if we need to excuse ourselves to pick up a phone call, there are more polite ways to do it instead of just walking off.
Ooh, sorry, wrong number.
Well, especially if it's a wrong number. Today, we are going to learn how to translate to be polite to excuse ourselves.
Sorry. So we are going to test your translating skills. So from Chinese to English. So please select one. Oh, good choice. Okay, very good. We have
对不起，你能说大声一点吗？
Sorry, can you a little loud?
Pardon? A bit louder, please. Sorry. Can you please louder your voice a little bit?
Excuse me, could you speak louder?
very good. Okay, yeah, excuse me. Could you speak a little louder, please? Right, very good. 对不起，我很快回来。
I'm so in hurry to get back.
I'm almost there. Or
对不起，我很快回来。
I will come back ASAP.
I'll come back ASAP. Very good. Or, excuse me, or pardon me, I will be right back.
Oh yeah.
She gets a bonus point because she used an abbreviation.
Oh, okay. That's a different segment though. All right, so what did we learn today?
For today's translations, we learned how to excuse ourselves from different situations. The first one is, excuse me, can you speak up, please? Or you can say, pardon me, can you speak a little louder, please? And the last one is, excuse me, I'll be back soon. You can also say, pardon me, I will be right back. And these are our translations for today. KiWi later!